Thank you for allowing me to speak. I strongly oppose the County Equity Participation Authority Act as a taxpayer and resident of this county, and as a lawyer and advocate for parties who will be affected by this ordinance. I represent tenants at 3311 Rhode Island Avenue, a property in which Prince George's County and the state of Maryland already hold an equity interest. In December of 2003, the county loaned the property owner $2,453,000 for the project. At the same time, Maryland loaned $1,350,000 for that same project. The state then loaned another $213,469.99 in December of 2020 for the project. And based on my information and knowledge, not one payment has been made on any of those loans since they were made. I formerly represented the occupants of the cooperative known as Village Green Mutual Homes. After the occupants of that cooperative paid off their mortgage, they sought the assistance of the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development and the state of Maryland to maintain and renovate the property. HUD awarded Village Green $405,857 through a multi-year community development block grant. Village Green only received $47,750, even though all the money was appropriated to the county. Additionally, the delegate representing that community requested and obtained approval for $1,150,000 in bill bonds from the state of Maryland for the community. Village Green got not $1 of the funding. With this county's concurrence, Village Green hired an accountant who took funds more than $138,897 from that cooperative. And when Village Green sought to get criminal charges against that accountant, the current county executive, in her role as state's attorney, ignored her professional responsibility and took the case. Because the state attorney at the time had been counsel for Village Green, the ethical obligations required her to transfer that case to another jurisdiction. It was only after I intervened as victim's counsel that the case was referred to Charles County. However, a longtime political operative and Village Green resident sent a letter to Charles County stating she had given the accountant permission to take the cooperative's money, thereby blocking the prosecution. I also represented the courts of Regent Park Condominium Incorporated. The condominium owners in this case sued the county under taxpayer standing to get clarification regarding special assessments on their property tax bill. During that case, it was disclosed that bond counsel had committed malpractice when the original bond was awarded for that project and then refinanced without the condominium owner's knowledge or consent as required by state law and common law. Bond counsel asked the court then to make me personally responsible for their legal fees in representing the county. Based on my personal knowledge and experience with these types of matters, I cannot support this continued practice by the county. Taxpayers and homeowners unknowingly bear the burden of these schemes. Instead of foreclosing on properties where the county has already invested money and holds a superior lien, we're now asking taxpayers to flush more dollars down the drain. In a time when we are already dealing with a large budget deficit, borrowing more money to cover up poor fiscal responsibility and governance is not the answer. I respectfully request that this committee returns an unfavorable report on the act.
Thank you very much. I'll yield to the sponsor. We'll be holding today and coming back hopefully with something after working with the county executive.
All right. This bill is being held. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.